Alright, survivors, welcome back to another episode of NOGOA. This is part 2, Mystery Lake. We're going to move around here and try and find the hammer, because what we really need to do is we need to make a bow as soon as we can. Just like on Interloper. It's just a bit harder because our traveling capabilities are a bit restricted. And we also need to find stims. So one possibility is to go to the ravine to get the flare gun so that we have some sort of defense against the wolves, and we can get a stim doing it. We can just use a stim to climb back up, for example. So that's an option. Once we reach the dam, we could go to the ravine, loot it, and then go down. So we might consider doing that. We're going to do it the long way around and loot Trafford's cabin and that area first, though. So here we are. So from the last episode, you might remember we were lucky. We found the bedroll. So that makes things a lot easier. You can now sleep wherever I need to, and fatigue should be less of a nuisance. So let's see what we have here in Camp Office. That this is going to act as our main base, where I'm going to leave stuff behind, at least for the time being. If you're just tuning in for some reason, you haven't watched part 1, then I recommend you do that. But if you didn't, then we spawned in Bleak Inlet, and this is NOGOA, and there is no health regeneration at all. The health you lose is permanent. You can only get it back using stims. And that's what makes this so hard. And everything else is more brutally tuned. Pretty much everything is worse than Interloper. Less loot, more wolves, more damage, more draining. But here we are in Camp Office, so let's see what we have. We're gonna loot this, and just have a look. Let's see if there's a mag lens. No, there's two possibilities of a mag lens here in the Camp Office. One is here behind these crates, and the other one is downstairs. I'm also gonna grab these papers for tinder. This flare is burnt out. And grab this book. The cloth could be handy, because I don't have any cloth, but I don't have a sewing kit either. That's okay. I might take the cloth though. And I'm going to grab some more cloth just for repairs. Once I can repair, I would like to repair clothing as much as possible, really. I'm not going to take all of it, but I'll take some of it. Alright, and then we'll check. Let's see if there's anything. These are curing from the ones I harvested earlier. And let's see if the maglens. The other location the maglens can be is over here in this corner, and it is not there. We have, however, a cooking book that could come in handy. A white stone. More papers. And then there's a hook here. This hook is always there, which is nice. Maybe use it for makeshift sewing kit. Let's check in here. More antiseptic. So we have a bit much of that. I might actually use this as a surface and drop some of that. We have 3 of them, you see. So let's just put that there. Let's do a little bit of inventory management afterwards. Let's have a look around here what we can find. Sometimes you find coffee. It's another one of these. More papers. I'm going to grab all of these papers. There's some soup. I like to check here. I have never actually found anything here on Interloper, although I have found stuff on lower difficulties in there. Is there a pot? There is a pot. Fantastic. The pot will be handy. You are right, Astrid. It will come in handy. I think that's it. I don't think there is anything else. No. I can take this as well. Just place the thing. So that's it for the loot in this area. Let's actually see what I don't need to take with me as we travel. I guess I don't need this because I got all this other stuff. So let's just drop this. It can be future tinder. Oh, I don't like how that looks. It's flimsy. So I'll make it a bit nicer. Because why not? Alright, so what else? We can take all of this, take all of that, all of this. And we have a bunch of food. This one we can get rid of. We don't have any more teas to make. We can drop one of these because I want to take the pot with me. What else? We don't need to take this with us. And I'm going to stay like that, that's fine. Let's craft the rose hip. Now, I have a bit of a dilemma, which is I'm not entirely sure. Oh, that's actually true. Let's see. I want to make a bandage. I don't have any. I want to carry at least 2 bandages on me at all times. I'm actually going to make another one, so I have 4 for sprains and what have you. We're going to go to Trapper's cabin, and then up to the pond and lookout tower. I think I'm going to sleep an hour, though, just to warm up a little bit. And then I think we should head out, even though we don't have any teas. So I might have to make a fire on the way to Trapper's, just to heat up. But that's okay, that's just how it is. It's going to be wolves in the way. How windy is it, though? I have 1 flare. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, it's a clear day, but it's very windy. If I can get this deer to get killed by wolves, it would be great. What we might do is... Now we'll make a fire on the way there. I'm gonna run. There's the wolves. There's the wolf. We do need to get past this wolf, but we could take a little detour and go this way. Just to avoid him a little bit more. If I can get in the cover of the wind, we won't take as much damage, which is fantastic. Because it's late in the day and it's sunny. It's just the wind that's an issue. If I can just get past here and get into cover, we will get a bit more warmth. Yes, this is good. We're going to head down here to Deadfall area. I think that's what it's called, Deadfall. Because there might be a pot there. Okay, the wind died down. That means we can have the torch out instead. And we're not taking much cold damage, which is great. And let's see what we have. Now I could check actually where things are, because there are loot tables here. This is a custom difficulty, but it is a modified Interloper. So I would assume that the loot is the same as an Interloper and follows that kind of system. Which means that I could look up on the loot tables where things are, now that I found a bedroll and a hacksaw. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the exploration way as I normally do it. Because as I've said in some of my other videos, I haven't actually memorized the loot tables that exist. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, I'll explain it to you briefly. In Interloper, there are 4 different loot tables, which means that when you spawn a run, the world is basically, for the most part, randomized loot, but there are 4 sets of loot that can also happen. That is to say, there are 4 varieties of where loot is positioned in the world. So a hacksaw will be in this location, a hammer in that location, and so on. And that can happen in one of 4 different ways on Interloper. On lower difficulties, it's more varied, and it can be pretty much anywhere. There might be some guaranteed things, but you can also find good loot in random locations, but not so on Interloper. So that's what loot tables are. And if you really want to, you can look them up, and you can see where everything is. Once you find one of your items, like a bedroll or a hammer or a storm lantern or something like that, you can figure out where all the other items are in your entire run. Some people think that's cheating, some people think it's just experience. It's really no different than, say, looking up a map. And that's kind of true. If you don't know where you are and you're looking up a map to find out where you are, is that so different from looking up where loot is? Not really. So that's really up to you. I personally, though, have not memorized the loot tables, and I rarely use them, simply because I like the immersion of not knowing where things are. Of course, I have played this game long enough. Hold on, let me see for wolf. Oh, they have a bear. The bear is out. Okay, so this is a bear spawn then. We might get these rabbits, but the bear is in the way as well. Let's just run with this. I have played this game enough and also looked at loot tables for various reasons like videos that I of course know where a lot of this is. That is to say, I know the locations that they spawn in. Okay, I need to get indoors ASAP because I am getting cold. So let me continue this conversation once I get inside. I think I will take a tiny bit of damage doing this. In fact, I might actually go in here because it's closer, but also there's coal. Let's get inside ASAP to avoid taking too much coal damage.
I've never felt so cold.
And then we can get indoors. And we can sleep. There's a moose spawn as well. Okay. Well, actually this is a special moose, but I'll get to that. Let's see if we can warm up in here first. Maybe get some coal while we're at it. We're actually not warm, but if I light this torch, we will be warm. Oh, yeah. Let me quickly see here before I do anything else. If there is some coal nearby. I don't want to go too far though. I might actually sleep a little bit here just to recover some.
Never been so hungry in my life.
I don't want to waste the match really, so I'm going to do this. Make a fire. Have it burn for like an hour or two. Make some water and then sleep, just to avoid taking too much damage from this fatigue now that I have the bedroll. Okay, so let's just do that. Let's put some sticks on here. So I would say it's 2 hours. Let's put that on. Bring another one of those, and let's just sleep. It doesn't matter if this torch burns out. Sleep for 1 hour. It's just to avoid taking damage from the fatigue. I'm going to do that for 2 hours, I would say. Oops. Now, what I was saying about the loot tables is that I like to not learn where they are because it makes the game more immersive and I have to go and explore everything. And that makes it a bit more fun, in my personal opinion. You don't have to do it. Oops. You don't have to do it that way, though. You do it however you want to. But because I've played this game quite a bit, I know most of the location, perhaps all of the locations where the big loot can spawn. I don't know whether they will actually be there, but I know where those locations are. Which is why I'm heading to them in this run. So that's what I mean by loot tables. Now this particular spawn here, the Trapper's Cabin, we have the bear spawn in this area. So now the bear is there. The moose is also there, but that moose is a unique moose. It's not actually necessarily the spawn of Mystery Lake. So in Mystery Lake, you'll find the moose spawn by looking for the markings, which is usually by the dam or by the unnamed pond. It can also be here, but this moose is special in that this moose can spawn even though you have another moose in Mystery Lake. There are 3 cases where that happens. Let's get into Trapper's Cabin. I don't want to lose any health if I can avoid it. And we can loot Trapper's Cabin as well. I would love to find a storm lantern or something like that. Let me see now. So here we are in Trapper's Cabin. And let's see what we have in here. If I can find a hammer, that would be a big, big plus. Except that I have to go back to Fallen Muskeg for that. Let me quickly just see if I can see if there's a storm lantern here. I don't think there is. No. Like on Pinnacle Peaches. Alright, how many matches do I have? I got quite a few. I'm going to do this and have a look around. Let's start from the beginning. Trapper's cabin. Let's see what we got. Nothing there. Let's open this. Oh, we have the mag lens. I can see it. Okay, here's the mag lens behind this chair. This is the third location it can be. The fourth location is the forest lookout tower. You will always find the mag lens in one of those 4 locations on Mystery Lake. It will always be there. At least an Interloper it will be. You can find more mag lenses, of course. It's not just that one in the world. You have another pot, and another pot, which we won't be needing, but I will make a fire, and while I'm looting some more, we can cook some stuff. Level up some cooking skills and what have you. And while I'm talking about that, actually I'll tell you about the moose after I have done this. Alright, let's do... we'll put a coal in here. I'll make 1 liter. I'm carrying a lot of water, but that's fine. It drains very quickly. We have a book. Good. Oh, gloves. That's a big plus. No, this is actually still frozen. Let's just put that here then. We're going to sleep here for the night anyway. Cloth, that's great. Oh, there, perfect. That's what I wanted. A sewing kit. This is just fuel. We have a granola bar, and that looks like everything. So let's open this safe then. Looks like 33 or something like that. 32. What was that, 55 or something like that? 32. And 50. 53. 32, 53. There we are, I was lucky. Yay, Canada dollars. And shoes. Hooray. Good shoes. Yeah, that will come in handy. Okay, the good thing now is I can now avoid getting frostbite because I can make the improvised head wraps. Takes 30 minutes, that's fine, we'll do that right now. Unless I get hungry doing it, I don't think so. No. So let's eat this. I'm trying to maintain the well-fed bonus. There we go, we got a hat. Okay, we're now free of having frostbite risk. That shouldn't happen anymore because all our extremities are covered, which is good. This is also thawing, which is great. I do need to get some more food in me. I would like to wait to open these, but I don't know if it's realistically possible. We'll have to see what we can find. No hammer though, so I'm going to keep looking. I'm going to go to Unnamed Pond. There won't be a hammer there, but I'm going to go there anyway. And then go up to the lookout tower and see if there's a hammer there. We'll check the dam. We'll check the lake overlook. After that, we'll probably check out the ravine. Just because I can off the flare gun and the stim. Okay, we got water and lots of it as well. We'll do a sit rep after. Okay, do another one of these. Okay, so let's sleep. Let's sleep. We can sleep for... I'm going to sleep for 6 hours actually. We'll see how we get on. I would like to be fully recovered. Okay. We will do... I might eat one of these, actually. Need to smash it open, but it weighs a lot. And I need food. I need to maintain well-fed, really. I can't really do the starvation tactic in this particular case. Okay, we can probably leave some of this water behind. Okay, let's sleep some more. Sleep 4 hours. Let's see if we can get through the day without taking any damage at all. And I'm going to sleep until I'm completely rested, so I would say there's 2 more hours, I would say. And I would like to repair some of my stuff, but the problem with repairing my stuff is that it will take time and I don't have that much food. So I'm going to drop 2 liters of this. There we are. And now we can head out. Nice. And we can harvest this. So if the moose is outside, let me tell you about that. Let me quickly also see, is there any teas to harvest? There is. Okay, let's do this first. Because then they are ready to be cooked if I need to. Okay, let's go. Let's see if we can avoid taking any damage at all. That would be great. The moose is not out. That's good. If there's rabbits, that would be handy as well. I don't think there is any. Our ambience crows. Just trust me. They don't mean anything. Okay. I didn't see any carcass there. Let's see if we can find a carcass. There is a carcass up here. Down by the sides here. There's a rock that usually has either a corpse or a carcass or both. In this case, I'm guessing only one or none. Let's see. We should see it here. It looks like we have nothing. Oh, here's the wolf. And now I'm going to make a fire. Which I can also use to warm up. I'm going to do that here. And start a fire with this mag lens. Saves the match. We should be okay. If not, I can dodge the wolf with this tree and light a flare or a torch. See, we couldn't travel that far without lighting a campfire, could we? Okay, he's very close, but lighting a fire is the same as having a fire, so we'll be okay. Okay, he's gone. Let's put on coal, put on 2 coals, and we're gonna cook some teas. Before it gets too cold. Alright, while this cooking, let me tell you something about Mr. Moose. So, moose in the game are designated by the moose markings. Trees like this one will have brown patches on it to indicate a moose is nearby, or rather specifically that that is the spawning location of the moose. So if you see a tree that has brown markings on it, and I'll point one out if I see it, that's how you know the moose will spawn there. If you don't see the moose, then that doesn't mean that it won't spawn, it just means it's not there right at that moment. That's all it means. However, there are 3 cases where this does not happen, but it's a special moose. One is in Trafford's cabin, where we just were. So that moose that we saw there can spawn regardless of whether or not you found markings elsewhere in Mystery Lake. So if I find moose markings by, say, the dam, the moose by Trafford's cabin can still spawn. So there can be 2 moose in the same region. Not at the same time, mind you, but if you kill one, then the other one might be there instead, or something like that. Just trust me on that. On my main run, my moose spawn is by the dam, and one day, around day 800 something, I walked out and the moose was over there. The other case is Coastal Highway. By the garage, you usually won't see any moose markings, and the moose can still spawn. The third case is Bleak Inlet, where we just were. In Bleak Inlet there are 3 moose spawns. One is by the trailers, where we saw it in this run. Then there's one by the Hunter's Blind, and then there's one a little bit more towards the east of Hunter's Blind, towards the cave which we entered. And the moose can be in all of those 3 locations in the same run. Not at the same time again, mind you, but if you kill one in one location, you could get a moose in the other location the next day in Bleak Inlet, and I have had that happen. But I had 2 moose in 2 days in Bleak Inlet. So those are the special moose, so to speak. Other than that, moose are designated... Oh god, no, I did not mean to do that. But okay, we're warming up. I'm literally just waiting now for me to become completely warm. The wolf is here. Oh, yes, yeah. I want to get rid of this wolf. This aiming mechanic is very strange. We haven't taken any damage yet. That's too... I want only good torches now. Oops. That's alright. We got quite a few torches. Yeah, that's fine. Just wait for this to be boiled. How am I doing with weight? We're fine. Let's grab a couple of good... There we are. That's a good torch. And let's head out. What, I heard a deer? No? If we can get the wolf to kill a deer, that would be an alternative of getting food, and a lot of it as well. Our meters are good at the moment. This is looking good. If there's a bear over here, we can use it to scare off the wolf. Oh, you know what I forgot? I just realized. Whoops. Back there were some birch saplings, but I didn't pick them up. But I do have the hacksaw to do so. I just forgot for a second because I was busy talking. But that's okay. We have birch saplings here, probably, that I can grab instead. Let's see if there are any. I wouldn't say no to some rabbit meat as well. I don't actually see any saplings, but that's okay. We'll find other ones if that's not here. Let's just see if they relocate. Yeah, you go kill a rabbit for me. Hope you don't mind. There's the other bear. I'm guessing all the bear spawns will be up, seeing as we put very high. I want all of these. Go get a rabbit, will you? Yummy rabbit. Go for that. Don't go for me. The bear hasn't spotted me yet. There's another deer. I wouldn't say no to housing that either. Come on, wolf. Are you gonna be like that? Let's see, will we go for a rabbit now? No, we found simple tools. That's good. Okay, let's go for... get rid of this wolf. I didn't go for any rabbits, so... Let's see, where's the bear? He's there. I can maybe get this... deer. Without aggroing the bear. Which would be good. Yeah, he ran off. The reason the wolf ran off was because the bear is right here. And the wolf will flee from a bear. So you can use the bear as a shield of sorts. How much has this got? Hardly any food at all. I'm still gonna harvest it though. Let's drink this tea before we get cold. Oh, he's coming back, is he? Yeah, he's coming back. That's not so... might have to not harvest it then. because he's kind of patrolling this area now. We'll see.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, it's getting windy now. That's not good. That wrecks my plans. Okay, change the plans then. First, let's drink this. Let's see if I can grab a rabbit or two. Oh wow, they really scare easily. Wow, I thought that looked like it hit him, but I guess it didn't. I don't really have time for this though, because it's too cold. I don't even know where the rabbit went. This will attract wolves, but
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I'm not going to go back for the saplings. That can wait. You just need to stay warm for now. I'm going to smell a bit. And have this flare out in case I suddenly get jumped by a wolf. What we're going to do now, we're going to head to the forest lookout tower. I am going to make a fire here though, because I need to stay warm. Unless... nope, that's cold. So right there we'll make a fire.
Jeez, this is cold.
It is. But like I said, the goal is to get through today by looting, ideally finding the hammer, and not take any damage.
Come on.
Let's see if we can do that. Because once we take damage, it's done. This is why we need coal for this, because it's just too cold otherwise.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Let's see. Okay, I got some mushrooms I can make. Let's see if I can harvest this, at least a little bit of it. Let's do it in increments.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
If a wolf comes up on me right now, that would be very bad. But I'm not too worried about it. I'm more worried about the bear, for some reason, catching up. But that's okay. I think we can manage this. While that cooks, we can make another mushroom. And we'll eat this. This is rabbit meat, but that's okay. Meat is meat. And I think we're gonna take this with. Yeah. We're gonna put this to cook here. And also this to cook to see if we can make it a bit further. It's a shame I didn't pick up those saplings. I just completely forgot. But that's okay. Let's grab these. That didn't last. Probably gonna get a sprain here. Let me quickly see if there's a maple. Somewhere there's a maple here. Oh, there we go. And I am actually going to bandage that because I need to sprint. I need to get out of this weather, and I want to get up to the lookout tower to see if there's a hammer there. Doesn't look like there's any rabbits out. I'm probably going to attract wolves though, carrying this rabbit corpse around. That's alright. As long as you don't take any cold damage, it's good. Keep drinking teas to stay warm. I think I can get up to the tower without getting cold. I think. We're gonna try. And then we can rest there for a bit, but we probably don't need to spend the night up there. We can just head back down to the camp office, I would think. Possibly we can stay there to get warm and maybe harvest the rabbit or something like that. I'm going to sprint until I am covered, which I am now, but not now. I am now. But not now. I'm looking at the cold meter because I can tell that when there's 3 chevrons or arrows, I'm being hit by the wind, but when there's 2, I'm not. When I'm being hit by the wind, I'm not going to be able to run as fast. I think we should be fine getting up there with just the 1T. Wolves shouldn't be an issue right now. Oh, come on. There we are. And now we have the wind on our backs, so that's okay, we can run. I don't know if we need to run anymore, actually. I don't think we'll get cold for the rest of getting up there. I didn't loot the cabin by the unnamed pond, but I'm not going to either. It's minor loot. In the beginning, we need to do major loot only. So next step is to go to the dam, loot the dam, get a carcass or 2, maybe get the maple that's down there in Winding River. And I think we'll go to the ravine as well. Get the stim that's there, and also the distress pistol. But we'll do that later. One thing at a time. For now, we're going to the lookout tower. We need to find this hammer. And if it's not here, and it's not in Trappers, it's gonna be in the dam probably. No, I'll be in the ravine. Oh, look at this swaying tree.
I'm starving.
The details of this game sometimes. So let's see here. What have we got in here? And are we warm? No, we're not. Can opener. Ooh, fantastic. That is a big find. Because that means we can cook these ones without smashing them open. And we can open this without smashing that open. So our calorie loss is going to be much better. We take that, but it's nice. Ooh, hammer. We found the hammer. Fantastic. So now we can actually forge. Some more scrap metal would be good, because I didn't have much. I think if I harvest the stuff that's at Fallen Muskeg, we'll have maybe 9 or 10 pieces of scrap. I think it's better to go and loot the dam first, and then go from there. Okay, well that's a big find. Found the hammer. Let's see if we can warm up a bit here. -2. I think we're going to sleep an hour. See if we can warm up. If we could get warm here, that would be good. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I left the sweatshirt to dry in Trapper's cabin, and I didn't pick it back up. So it's laying there, dry in Trapper's cabin. Whoops! There's 2 mistakes there. I didn't pick up the saplings either, but I could maybe go back and do both later. I'm going to sleep 1 more hour just to warm up. And now I'm going to head back to camp office. Yeah, that's good. It's still windy, but not as bad as it was. If I can, I will go down to the derailment down here. I don't know if that's feasible. I'm gonna take the safe route, which is this way. I might have to make a fire along the way. Actually, we might take this way. Let me see other wolves. I don't think there are wolves, so we can take this route. Looks like there might be a carcass, which will be fantastic. I'm not taking any wind damage. The wind died down. It kind of died down, rather. This is not the route you meant to take down, but here we are. You don't have that many matches, but that's right. You can hear the carcass crows. Is that a wolf? It is a wolf. Alright, let's see if there's any wolves down here, though. I'm still going to take this up in case a sneaky wolf is about. I can hear a wolf down the road. I don't know if there's wolves here, though. I don't think there are. No, closest wolf is over there. So I can probably harvest this. Ooh. And goes Astrid. Let's drop this here. Actually quite warm. Okay, more books. We don't need any of these. Just leave them. Oh, is this just a regular carcass? Not a deer carcass? No, it's both. Dropping that in case the wolves are coming. Let's see what else we got. Alright. How cold am I? -8. What if I take half of this? Barely any damage. But I think I'm still gonna make a fire. How are we doing with matches and stuff?
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
We got 8 matches and a mag lens. I think that's worth it, to be honest. So we're gonna make a fire here. We can also cook some other stuff while we're at it. Go. And then we can level up cooking, we can get some more food going. And we can also use things for warmth for later. I'm gonna try and use the cooked food as teas. Okay, so let's put that here, and let's put this, and we're gonna put this here instead. Start cooking that. Let's take that. There's only not a lot of meat on this there, but that's okay. 10 minutes. I would like this hide as well. We need to wait for it to fall for that. Let's just grab this. Minutes. Just pick that up. We can cook all of these really. Just a level cooking. And they can also be hot. Because if you eat them hot, will warm up. And I want to get this deer hide and maybe even the guts, but it needs to thaw first. I'm gonna eat this. And let's cook that as well. I have a lot of water. I could make some more, I suppose, just to have it for the base. This is not quite unfrozen. 30 minutes though, we could do that. Let's put another coal on here. That's done. It's done. 30 minutes. I think that won't burn. I don't think so. So we could do one of these.
Man, I could eat anything.
Start curing it for different crafting. Yeah. And now that's done too. So let's get the hide then. Getting our supplies built up slowly but surely. Alright, let's do... I would like to have the gut as well, so we're gonna keep this burned. Let's eat that. Oh, you hear that? That wolf spawned out of nowhere. That wolf was not there 2 seconds ago. Come on. A little bit risky now, but because he's going the opposite way and we have a fire between us, I think we can get this.
I could eat anything right now.
Yeah, alright, we're good. We can go now. This wolf's going to turn around the instant I pick this up, though. See? But that wolf spawned right in front of me. That wolf was not there before. And nor did he come at me. Alright, let's just walk the rest of the way. So we don't take any fatigue damage. I can scare him off, but he is going to come back. Because I smell quite a lot. One upside of having a wolf at you like this, and yes, I did say upside, there are some benefits to having a wolf follow you. One of them is that the wolf will actually keep the other wolves at bay. So if this wolf is following me like it is doing now, and there's a wolf in front of me, like the 2 that we saw earlier by the camp office, then those wolves will not start attacking me because this one is already on my case. Which means I can kind of get through the other wolves by just having this one on me. That's one upside. The other upside is, of course, that if I see a deer or something, I can maybe, like for example here, get the wolf to kill this deer instead. Which would be fantastic. If I'm lucky, I can get past this deer without it seeing me. No, it burned out. I wasn't paying attention enough to it. And then it can hunt that instead. Let's see if we can make it do that actually. If I can get this wolf to hunt this deer. That would be a big win.
I need to find
Oh, he got scared already, okay. It could still happen. It could still happen. If you spam crouch like this, you don't breach the aggro range. So let's see if we can get this wolf closer to this deer. Get him to hunt it. Because that would be a big win in terms of food. Did he give up? No, he's still here. Yeah, here he is. Go. Get that there. No, don't get... Oh. Why did you do that? You're scared of the deer. You silly. See if we can get this deer to actually run into the wolf. That would be good. Where did the deer go? Oh. It was worth a try. By wolf. It would have been very, very nice, food-wise. But oh well. Let's drop the hide we found, and some guts, and we're gonna head up to sleep. And we will not be housing the bunny right now, because we're too tired and we're close to taking damage, and we don't want that. Let me just quickly see here. We can eat now this dog food, guilt-free, because we can open it, no problem. And then we can do this, and do some sleeping. Progress is much slower than before, but that's okay. Sleep for 2 hours and start recovering that stamina. We'll soon get well fed as well, which is great. I think we'll also keep sleeping. We'll do 3 hours this time. Get as rested as we can. Hey, we got well fed. So, and we survived for 3 days. So now if you look at the statistics, I think we have actually healed. So on the first day I went down to 55, then I went down to 42, and then I said let's not lose any more health, and I stayed at 42, and now I'm at 47. This is the only other way you can heal in the game. You get the 5% through the well-fed bonus. If you lose it, you lose 5%. Except if you're in critical health, there is a glitch you can use to recover health that way, but we're not going to get into that. But yeah, so we're at 47. So I need to use at least 3 stims to be at a reasonable health. Let's see if I can harvest this while we wait. Just because then I can start curing it as well.
Man, I could eat anything.
Let's see. Almost lost well fed doing that. Well, not quite. We got the guts though. I think I'm actually going to eat. I'll just eat these. We'll find more of them. Use the others for teas. I'm gonna head to the dam next. I'll see if I can find some birch on the way. And then some maple in Winding River. We can start thinking about making the bow. Not in a real rush as such to do it, but it will help. So let's sleep some more. Let's sleep another 4 hours, say. I didn't drop the stuff down to cure, but that's just I wanted to be in the same place. Let's sleep another 2 hours. You don't have to be fully rested, but at least rested enough. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Let's take these downstairs. Let's eat. We might have to eat one of these things.
Wheat trees?
Let's just put this in a little collection here. Who knows? Might become noisemakers one day. Alright, we have a lot of torches, more than necessary really. And yeah, we want to put the gut down here, and we'll put this down here. And write a note for myself. Get more scrap from dam. Loot dam. Get flare gun. Get saplings, including. I think we probably will do that. I'm not sure though. And make bow. Just in case I were to forget that I wanted to do that. Okay, so that we have 3 of these curing is great, although we need more guts. Getting a lot of torches. And we can drop the worst one. Have it laying here. And then I think we are pretty much good to go. We are going to eat one of these. Let's eat. We'll eat this one, because if we get food poisoning, we can actually cure it. Which we didn't get, fortunately. Let's put that here as well. And let's go up and sleep 1 more hour. And then we can move on. And either find some more food, or get a wolf to hunt there for us, which is preferable. Okay, and there we are. I think we are back pretty much where I left it and how this began. And I think this is a good place to end this episode as well. So we still don't have a bow, but we are alive. We have all our meters up. We are surviving, and we got through day 2 and 3 without taking any damage. Or 2 or 3, whichever it was. We found the hammer, we have the hack, so we have everything we need for a bow now, but I would like to get some more scrap metal and get some saplings. So it's still going to be at least, I would say, minimum of 8 days before we get the bow. So we're going to head instead in the next episode to Lake Overlook, see if we can find a storm lantern or something. Head down to the dam, see if there's some saplings, loot the dam, maybe go to Binding River to get some maple, which usually spawns there, and then the ravine, and then back here probably. So that will be the plan for the next episode. I hope you're enjoying it, even though there isn't any sort of hunting at the moment. It's just surviving in the most brutal condition imaginable. I would like to get better though. We are running kind of low on matches. I guess we got 7 and a flare. I guess that's alright. Not so much food though. That is probably the biggest issue. So that will be that for next episode. I hope you enjoy this. If you want to try the challenge yourself, I will again put the code in the description. It is really, really tough, and it can be made even tougher than this if you really want to, but at that point you're just punishing yourself. I think this is hard enough without having any health regeneration. But yeah, hope you enjoy, and see you next time, survivors.